I believe I'm live on Facebook. Hopefully somebody will let me know that they can see me on Facebook, and I know I'm live on YouTube. YouTube never has a problem. Good morning, Arthur. How are you? Excuse me. So, a lot to talk about, especially what everybody's ranting and raving about. Doesn't look like I've gone live. On Facebook, sorry. This failed last weekend too. I tested it yesterday. You guys saw me yesterday, and it worked. I don't know why it's not working. So I may just stick with YouTube and not worry about Facebook. So anyway, let me go back to YouTube real quick. Good morning, CJ Hawker. Good morning. Doing real well. Is it Bartos? I think that's how you pronounce it. Some of those names, it's tough to read people's names sometimes. What's up, Jack? Hey, David. What's going on? Evan, how are you? Okay, so let me talk. I like to start off with the title of the video. The title of the video is What the President Said. And basically, the president doesn't always say the right thing at the right time, and people construe it to be something totally different. So all of you think the president said inject yourself with Lysol to disinfect your body, and that's not the case. But most people, like, they hear or they read what they want to. It's like, oh yeah, and they share things that are wrong. So if you watch the video, he was brainstorming out loud, which you really shouldn't do on live television, brainstorm out loud, because it could say something that could be misconstrued. So when the president speaks, everybody's listening. So there's a guy on Twitter, every time the president posts something that's going on in the country, this guy hates the president, hates him so much. Every post the president does, he's the first commenter. Isn't it crazy? That's like listening to Howard Stern because you can't stand him. By the way, most of Howard Stern's fans can't stand him. That's why they listen. I don't get it. If I don't like somebody, I don't watch them or I don't listen to them. I don't watch the news for the same reason. Jack, you're becoming a cult figure. There is even a podcast dedicated to you now. Oh, okay. Thank you, Arthur. Appreciate that. I should think presidents should not brainstorm about something. Yeah, I'm going to give you an overview of what I think. I've never said this. This is something that I've believed from the very beginning. I think we have overreacted. I mean, we're going to come to the realization, like, in a few years, we're going to look back and go, really? You remember the whole coronavirus thing? We freaked out. I think we grabbed the money, we spent the money, we threw it out there too fast. I think the unemployment's not coming soon enough. I think too much unemployment is coming to people that they're not going to be working for the next 4 months. I think that the payroll program has been abused, that people who did not need money, who worked through the whole crisis and made money because they were essential business, still took the money loan, the forgivable loan, and they burned a bunch of people who desperately need it. Mom and pop places that are trying to struggle and stay and take care of their employees and everything. I think it should have been a stricter barrier to entry, meaning there should have been more requirements to get the loan. I think they just poured out the money way too fast. And I think we're going to be paying for it for a while to get all that money back, unless we go after China to forgive our debt and they wipe our debt clean or something like that, unless they can forgive unless they can repay what's been damaged. So that's my opinion. I think that the normal everyday flu, which kills more than the coronavirus, I know you're going to sit here and go, oh, but the coronavirus does damage to your lungs and your heart. I've heard it all. It does more damage to you, and it's killing people. I get that. I know that. The flu kills more people, and we've never done anything since I've been alive about the flu to keep it from getting to the elderly. It takes people out. I think those same people that died would have died from the flu. It's my opinion. I'm not arguing. I'm not saying that we shouldn't have concern, but I think we threw the baby out with the bathwater. I think we pulled the fire alarm too soon. I think we reached in our pockets and emptied them out way too fast. I think the news spun it. I think it was done purposely. I think it's an election year. I think this is all the things I think. I love you guys, and you can believe what you want, but these are the things I believe. I believe it's nice to be smart about it. I always be smart on everything you do. I watch Fox News when I want to yell at my TV. Yeah, I don't trust any news sources anymore. And I know. I think Trump kind of tripped up when the money started going out. When the money went out, it started flying out by the billions, and that was a mistake. And we're going to have to pay for that for years. But I believe all those things I said. I can't prove it, but because of the internet, the poison is the internet and the news, but also the beauty and the blessing is the internet. I don't say news is a blessing, but the internet is going to reveal the truth over time. Just watch. For example, a video came out a while ago that, that we gave during Obama's reign here as president. We gave a grant, a $3 million grant to China. Now, if you don't know what a grant is, it's money that doesn't have to be paid back. What? We owe them $1 trillion. Why didn't we just take it off the bill? Why did we give them free money that doesn't have to be paid back? We owe them money. So deduct $3,700,000 off our bill, but we gave it to them, and I'm sure it's going to be more. So the internet is causing the truth to. The internet is still new, and all the past, like Nixon when he screwed up, all the past stuff that should have surfaced, the internet wasn't there. It wasn't able to bring the garbage up to the top. But I believe I'm letting you know that I'm showing up to vote. I'm not voting by mail. He brings up a good point. Too easily, it can be lost or destroyed or whatever. And I don't want anybody to have control over my vote. So even though my vote hasn't mattered for years because I was from California, it was like they announced a winner in the president election before I even went to the polls. I'm like, how can you do that? But anyway, so there was a lot of money given to that lab in Wuhan, China, and that's being investigated. There's a lot of stuff being investigated. There's a lot of things that have surfaced. And then there's a lot of conspiracies. You have got to be your own person. You've got to go through it all. And now let's talk positive now. Ready? The positive is family values have come back. People are spending time with their children. People are spending time with their spouses. And I know, there's been abuse in the home because some people can't live with their spouse, but that's not on me. That's something they have to work through. But basically, I've seen people walking outside more. I've heard about dinners. Families are sitting together, eating dinner together. So we went back to our core values. That was something. Yes, Evan, just be all prayed up because something evil is on the doorstep. There always is. I mean, if you look back in time, there's always been evil in the world with Pearl Harbor. And I mean, just go to your history books. And I believe a lot of those had stories behind them that we didn't know about. But today, with today's technology and today's transmission of information, people just can't hide from it. Like, why are the people from Wuhan, China, the whistleblowers, gone? So anyway, so talking about the core values that have come back to America, a lot of core values have come back, a lot of caring and loving. We've talked to relatives that we don't talk to as often to make sure everybody's okay. We've seen a lot of neighborhoods coming together and shopping for people who can't get out. A lot of shut-ins are being taken care of. I was supposed to film a eye to eye this morning, but Pastor Jim had to go buy a widow some food. I guess he found out she had no food. Why she didn't tell somebody? So somebody told Pastor Jim. He ran out and took care of it. So we don't have an eye to eye this morning. But let me tell you what we are doing. You guys remember when I started the series, How to Get Started on YouTube, How to Make Money on YouTube? I did 11-part series, which is on my cooking channel as a playlist. a lot of people watch that who really care because they have YouTube channels and they want to know how to market it and all that stuff. Well, I just started a series this morning called, and it's on the channel right now. It's called Social Media Marketing. A lot of you have businesses. A lot of you do things at your house, whether it's knitting and selling it, or 5D painting, selling it, or you do piano lessons, or whatever you do in your life. And you need, the problem is, it's like a tree falling in an empty forest. Does anybody hear it? Nobody hears you. Nobody knows you're doing what you're doing. So social media marketing is the series that's going to teach you about every social media and how to market on it. And what are the tips and tricks of working on Twitter, working on Snapchat, why you should do Instagram, even though I think it's the worst social media there is, but it's the #1 social media there is. So we have a whole series on social media. So you can check that out. You can watch Jabberwocky said he tried my sauce. Oh my God, the best sauce I ever tasted. Thank you. We still have the sale going. You can get 3 flavors for $10, literally, the same flavor. So we don't do mix and match because that's extra work. We got to take care of that. So anyway, thank you for the compliment. Thank you. Good morning, Laura. How are you? Let's see. $2,000 a month until we find a cure. We need our money back. Good morning, Jack. I can see you on. Oh, you can see me on Facebook. Let me hop over there real quick, see if anybody's writing. Yeah, see, I don't see any of the comments or nothing. The Facebook Live page. Okay, so my Facebook family, hang on, I'm going to work this out. But I'm telling you, the comments aren't showing. They have a lot of issues, a lot of technical issues. So if I don't answer your questions now, and you're watching me on Facebook, I will purposely go back and answer all your questions, I promise. So if you have any questions, you want to make any comments, please continue to do so. Unfortunately, the Facebook page won't show me your comments. Don't know why. Who is this guy? HK, who are you talking about? Me or somebody else? Anyway, I'm going to talk to you. I'm going to do something for the first time ever that I've never done on live broadcast, okay? Good morning, Jack. I can see you on Facebook. Oh, yeah, I already read that. Sorry. Good morning, Jack. What's for breakfast? McDonald's coffee. So let's talk about a food review. I'm doing it for the first time. I'm showing you guys. We're going to do 2 reviews right now, okay? So I normally drink this. It's a K-Cup, and it's McDonald's coffee. You can say what you want about McDonald's. Their coffee rocks. For some reason, they buy good beans, and whether it's a K-Cup from McDonald's or it's real coffee straight from McDonald's drive-thru, their coffee rocks. Now, if you guys have a favorite coffee, put it in the chat so I can see where you get your coffee, who has the best coffee. There's a lot of coffee companies out there. We could be doing it forever. Okay, so can you recommend a small portable grill for this apocalypse? Okay, well, it's not really an apocalypse. It's a pandemic. I found out what the difference between a pandemic and is it an epidemic? I don't know. Pandemic is worldwide. So anyway, a portable grill, I would look at, I like some of the Pit Bosses. I'm a big fan of Pit Boss. I'm a big fan of Camp Chef. I like those 2 brands. They've got great designs, smart designs. Please do not, you may think you're funny, but please do not promote doing stuff that people shouldn't be doing, please, because it's not cool. Don't tell people to take Tide tablets, and don't tell people to inject anything stupid in their veins. Just don't. We ain't got, you know what? We're done joking about it. We've seen all the jokes. Now we're ready to, come out of lockdown. Is it true Sweden is in lockdown? My brother just told me that yesterday. Sweden has never done a stay at home. They are not even social distancing. And I've heard nothing bad from Sweden. Does anybody know about that? Oh, I use a Nespresso. I've heard good things about that, Evan. That's a great brand from what I heard, how I mix it. Okay, so I bought, I don't know if you can see, organic, it's kind of backwards. I don't know if it's backwards when you guys watching. Organic dark roast. Okay, I thought, really? Is organic that great? So I've been drinking my McDonald's this morning, and I asked Tammy to brew me some of this organic. I found this at Sam's Club. I'm thinking, what's so wonderful about an organic coffee? They're They're doing volunteer. Jack sauce is extremely delicious. Thank you very much for the compliment. Best sauce ever. Nothing like it. Thank you. All right. So most Swedes are doing it themselves. Supposedly the government suggested it. Oh, they did. Well, I heard that there's no requirements or nothing going on in Sweden. But I may be wrong. I'll have to look into that after this podcast. All right. So I have a cup of organic, and I've been drinking the McDonald's all morning. So I know what that tastes like. And I told Tammy to give me black so I can taste the full effect. He said, Bebop, Bebop. Isn't that an anime? Bebop, Bebop Cowboy or something like that is an anime. Sorry. Tyler was just being a robot. No actual requirements. Yeah. So that's interesting. I wonder what's going on over there and how it's taking effect. Just suggestions to actual no legislation. Got it. Okay. By the way, we all know sunlight kills the virus. So if somebody has sneezed or coughed near you, 5-10 minutes in the sun, it will. If it's outside your body, it will kill the virus. The UV rays. We know that. I sit outside 5 to 10 minutes every day. I was doing it before I knew that because I need the vitamin D. So let's try this coffee. Wow, that is good. I wonder if it's because it's organic. I would say it's equal to my McDonald's, if not a hair better than my McDonald's coffee. All right, so I'll let you know. I'll post something on social media and I'll post it on YouTube too, so you can see. I'm going to drink that for a little bit and see if I enjoy it more. Good morning. I completely agree with you on Mickey D's coffee. It's darn good. You know how many people I know love their coffee? I mean, their food may be horrible and you may die from McDonald's food, but you're probably not going to. See, I even say stupid things. I shouldn't even be saying it, but their coffee rocks. McDonald's coffee is just, it's top notch. I think Starbucks is horrible. I think that's why they put so much sugar in it and frappuccinos and stuff. All right, so let's, this was a big post yesterday. This is Sriracha hot chili almonds. Oh my goodness. Oh, if you could smell what I'm smelling right now. I drink Cafe Duran in an old school stovetop boiler. I love those boilers. You remember those, the percolators? Yeah, those are great. I'm going to start spreading that crap back, go sit in the sun. Good grief. Yeah, it would be better to just sit out there on a somewhat cloudy day. There's been some nice days. Okay, so I'm going to try these out. I'm not doing a video on this. I just want to bring this to you guys because I just found this yesterday at Sam's when I was shopping, and everybody flipped over this. My son didn't. Jack Jr. was like, you can have mine. I'm like, oh, okay, I will. So these are almonds that have sriracha on them. We're going to see if they're any good. I got to go again and get some of those almonds. I know. Yeah, this post has been huge. All right, if I start coughing, forgive me. Oh my gosh. Okay. If you like the wasabi almonds, you're going to love these. Oh, I can feel the heat. Whoops. The heat's hit me. Whoops, give me. I knew it. Sorry. Okay, so those are hotter than the wasabi. Excuse me. What if I ground those up and coated chicken with them? Oh my gosh, and made it like country fried chicken. That would be awesome. Yeah, I know. I had to drink something because the pepper is in the back of my throat. So that's a home run. If you like the wasabi flavored almonds, you're gonna like those. Be careful; they're a little bit hotter. Watch my nose start running now. I still got the burning in my throat. So I thought I'd do a live food review for you guys, and I recommend both the organic coffee and the sriracha almonds. Cindy Miller is saying that FB is saying that you have to wait 15 minutes to comment. Really? Oh, that's why. Let me see if I can change that. Hold on. Give me 1 second, you guys. Only hold over 15 minutes. Okay, I just unchecked that. I don't know if it'll change it. I just removed that. On Facebook, you can, like, if they're not a follower of yours in Facebook, they can't watch and do. There's a bunch of requirements. So sorry about that. That's my fault. Okay. Hey, I want to have some of those sriracha almonds. Yeah, well, I got some on my teeth right here. Anyway, wasabi almond honey chicken. Okay, so I'll grind those up. I will coat the chicken with honey, and then I'll bread it with the ground up almonds. Be looking for that video. I'm going to do it. I'll do some boneless, skinless chicken thighs. Oh, it's going to be so good and hot. I love it. I can't eat hot food anymore. I shouldn't, but so good. Facebook family, I uncheck marked it. Hopefully you can comment over on Facebook. If not, I apologize. I will not do that again. I won't have that checked off next week. But just hanging right now with the YouTube crowd. I can't see I can see myself on YouTube. I can see a camera of me, but not on Facebook. It's all frozen and jacked up. Oh, I just used my name and date. All right. So there were some other things I wanted to remind you guys of. Hold on, I got my notes. It's only raining outside. On the live chat topics. There we go. Okay, so if you guys are being released this Monday, we have to wait one more week here in the city that I'm in. We have to wait one more week before they start doing, unlocking. Jack, I remember you having a friend that is like a coffee connoisseur. Is he now putting out his own coffee? Because remember, y'all were talking about it. Yeah, I had a friend who roasted his own beans, and I have another friend who roasts his own beans. If you haven't already done it, please smash the like button. Thank you. And if you're not a subscriber, please subscribe. My friend Doug out here in Tennessee, he just got his own roaster. He can come on the show as soon as he's allowed to come over to my house, and we're going to roast they're so finicky. If you've ever roasted beans, 30 seconds, it can go from light to medium or medium to dark. Can you do Nashville hot chicken wars? Oh, I could, huh? There's so much hot chicken out here. They even making hot fish sandwiches now. Yeah. So the best hot chicken out here is Hattie B's. So if you're ever in Nashville, go to Hattie B's. But yeah, I think I'll look into that and I'll start doing Nashville hot chicken wars. That would be great. So I've talked to some people about pizza wars in New York, and that's not going to happen until this whole fiasco is over with. Nobody wants to even talk about it, or another barbecue wars. Nobody wants to talk about any of that stuff because everybody's locked down, hunkered down, trying to keep their finances in place and everything. So just hang in there. I will give you updates as soon as I know something. Let's see. I know it's a month after starts to swarm after a 2-week incubation period of the virus. Tammy brought up a good point. A lot of people didn't stay at home. They broke the rules and they went over family for Easter. We know that. So we have to at least wait 2 weeks after Easter. People who didn't stay at home and possibly got infected by being in large groups because there were Easter gatherings. I don't mean church. I mean family dinners and stuff. So, by the way, I'm not sure why churches, I love my church, but I'm not sure why churches were deemed essential in Florida. You can worship in your house. You can pray and read and whatever you want to do. So that was kind of interesting. He must have had a good lawyer, the pastor that got arrested. But here's chicken thigh. By the way, chicken thighs are my favorite meat on the chicken. If you can't stay in after they start to lax the restriction, please. DP. I'm going to tell you, I'm not going out right away. Not because they lifted it, because I don't think the food's old. I joked about it the other day, and people were like, "Oh, well, they're buying fresh food and everything." I know that. It was just a joke. I had said, I don't want to be the first one out to a restaurant. That food's been sitting there for 2 months. It wasn't fun. But anyway, there was another sometimes my posts are meant to be funny and not serious. Um, they go off really bad. I live in Lower Virginia, and looking at traffic, nothing ever slowed down. Oh, out here in Nashville, yeah, and out here it has. This town's looking like a ghost town. So there's a lot of confusion. There's a lot of I think the government, each city should have a web, like a page that you can go to regarding the city, saying what can be open, what can't. I really feel this is like if I owned a hair salon, I wouldn't know when I could open. Am I the first week? Am I phase one? Am I phase two? Am I phase three? The gyms are one of the first things. You guys have expressed sweating and touching, and I mean, if anything's going to be transmitted, it's at the gym. Everybody's using the machines. Now, if you go to Planet Fitness, they have the sanitizer. Everybody did that all the time. After they use the machine, they wipe it down. But still, other gyms are going to open up like Gold's Gym, and people are putting racks of weights up and down and constantly. I mean, that's not a week one opening, really. I wouldn't think it was, but they've opened up the ocean, but not the beaches or boardwalks. It's great. Okay, the ocean's open. Congratulations. Honestly, now I know that beaches should be open because the sun's good for anybody who has it or may have it on them or whatever. The sun will just zap that out. I live in DC. The first days, no one was on the streets. Now everyone is in the park, sleeping on the floor, riding bikes, and running outside the outdoor gym. Laugh out loud. Okay, I know some beaches that have opened, like in Florida, you can run, hike, and you can do like physical activities that you wouldn't really be on top of each other. You would be, hiking in a line 6 feet apart. You would still be smart. So the new norm, the old norm was broken, obviously. So the new norm is going to be people being germaphobes. That's it. We have been trained to be germaphobes now. I think I'm kind of a little embarrassed, even on my part, talking privately with people. I hopefully haven't fed into the hysteria, the fear mongering that they've been doing. If you don't know what fear mongering is, look it up. But, I've tried to stay away from stuff and just do my thing, stay in my lane, stick with food, stick with restaurants. I've been doing to-go apps. And somebody just commented, they said, why are you not doing mom and pop places? Well, mom and pop places don't have food apps. So I did a mom and pop place the other day purposely, and I phone ordered it, and it was horrible. It's like the worst meal I've ever had from that restaurant. And I'm like, yeah, this isn't quite working out. So I'm doing the national change because all of you live all over the country. I'm trying to hit places that you all will know. Olive Garden, Chili's, Texas Roadhouse, all that. That's why I've been doing their apps to show you if if the company has put in place. I'm amazed. The people have been amazing. The restaurants have really stepped it up. I'm proud of them. Starbucks has stepped it up. You step up like to the back door and you can get to-go orders. The drive-throughs are like crazy. All the restaurants have stepped it up. They get extra people in place. It's like the worst I've ever seen drive-throughs. They're like around the block. And I mean, like, nobody's going anywhere. Oh, what's up, young saint? How you doing? I just want to wish you guys a good morning. Happy Saturday. We have a great rip-off recipe coming. I'm so proud of it because it came out better than I thought it would. I talked about it yesterday. I made a mistake and it went live on Facebook. So if you want to see it now, you can go over Facebook. I think it's Jack on the Go page, and you can watch it there. But it's not. I don't think it's being released next week on YouTube. So hang in there. It's the Zuppa Toscana, the spicy sausage. I made that soup with the kale in it and the bacon and the potatoes and everything. It was to die for. It was creamy. It was thick. It came out amazing. I was very surprised. I will definitely be making it again. Excuse me. Sorry about that. So anyway, let's go over to my live page. Oh, there they are. Testing 1, 2, 3. That's funny. Just hit. Here not till May 17th. That's not guaranteed. Hey, Jack, greetings from Brussels. Oh, yeah. Welcome, Brussels. San Francisco, California. A lot of people checking in. If you want to check in where you're at, people on YouTube are talking about being released out of lockdown. So if you want to make some comments, go right ahead. How has it been? Oh, in Belgium, the virus is almost over. That's good. So let me know how Mendel has been right all along, laugh out loud. I don't know what Howard Mendel said, unfortunately, but I bet that's funny if I knew. So anyway, let's see. I live in Southwest Virginia, and I see a lot of cars from Florida, North and South. Everybody, I know people that went down to Florida. Yeah, they went down to their beach houses because the beach is open. I'm like, oh, that's crazy. Jack, love your show from Canada. God bless and stay strong. God bless Canada. British Columbia. God bless you guys. I hope you're doing good. Wow, you guys are from all over the world. So basically, I gave you my thoughts on what's going on. It's coming to an end, but we got the unemployment that they're paying a lot of unemployment money when it finally comes. People are struggling right now. The money hasn't come yet. So from what I'm hearing, they're having issues getting unemployment. It was like 4 million applications. So they're paying too much unemployment, I think. I think you should, because I calculated, it's like $21 an hour. Like, why would you go back to work? So for the next 4 months, we're going to have unemployment, crazy unemployment, until that runs out. Because I know Americans. I know what they're going to do. I don't know other countries. I can't speak on your behalf, but I watched it. And if they can, feed off the countries, give it, they'll do it. I know people who are working, complaining that they make less money working than if they sat at home on their butt. And that's horrible. It's not a place to be. So but I'm glad you guys are getting money because there are seriously people out there who need it. I really am. I tried your banana cake recipe. Awesome. So delicious. Thanks for sharing. Indonesia. All right. Rockin'. Thank you so much. I'm glad you enjoyed that. So we're going to be doing a lot of, I'm kind of done with the rip-off recipes. I think I have a few more that I've already uploaded that are ready to go live. But like, I got this wonderful chicken salad I'm doing. It's going to be beautiful. I can't wait to get to the restaurants. There's 2 mom pop places down in Lebanon that I'm going to show some love to. Lebanon, Tennessee. They one of the restaurants fed people during the Nashville tornado cleanup. They made meals and they boxed them up and everything. And yeah, remember the Nashville tornado? Boy, everybody forgot about that, man. First, in 2010, we flooded. Nobody cared. Nobody cared. Nobody knew. I wasn't even here. But then 2020, we had a tornado that just tore up half our town. It's still torn up. But it's weird how things changed in our mindsets. If people want to write an appointment, we'll give people that. Want a good job. Yeah, I've been talking to people about the unemployment thing. I said, look, it's just to help them out. And I'd rather be working. I'd rather have job security. It's not worth it. I mean, you could benefit, but it's only for 4 months. Then that's it, man. You go back to $250 and you can't pay anything. So I would rather have a job, and it's a blessing to continue to be able to work. My wife still works. It's a blessing. My son is going crazy at Chipotle's. He's like a shift manager. He runs the restaurant himself, and they have a line every day around the building. What happens after 4 months? I don't know. So what they did was, I think it depends on how much money you were making, but correct me if I'm wrong, but in Tennessee, and I remember California, it was like 280, 250 or something like that for unemployment. So they boosted all unemployment with another $600 per week. Okay, that's a lot. So it's not going to encourage people to get off their butt. They're going to pretend they're looking for work, but they're not going to look for work. I'm just totally honest with you. People are people. And after 4 months, that extra 600 per week will be gone. So hopefully the last few weeks, they'll, so they get 4 months of it, extra 600 per week for 4 months. And then it's the helping of this situation. So, so I don't know. I don't know what 4th of July is going to be. Am I going to Kentucky with the family gathering or not? I got to call the family and find out what they're doing. My husband was on unemployment for 2 weeks and went back to work Monday. See, bless your husband. Tell him that I totally want to shake that man's hand, or at least fist bump, elbow bump. Anyway, here in Tennessee, I've been off work for nearly 6 weeks. Thank God my wife is still working. She's driving me crazy. I'm a rare case. I've never been, every man I've ever been friends with from school all the way up, I mean, they all have been not the most honest of people in their relationship. So, all right, I'll just say it. They've all cheated, all of them. I grew up, I think it's a monogamist. Like, I don't know how, what does it say? President used a legitimate definition of the word disinfectant to ask if UV light catheters could be repurposed for treating lungs. So Chuck Boy just posted that. President used a legitimate definition for the word disinfectant to ask if UV light catheters could be repurposed for treating lungs. Simple as that. Yes, I do understand. What the president was doing was just trying to help people. I totally get that. And Chuck Boy, is it Boyce? Chuck Boyce Jr. Thank you very much. Appreciate it. I wanted to read that out. So anyway, I just want to, I forgot what it was. Hold on a second. Oh, men cheating and all that. I've never cheated. I've never had the urge. I'm madly in love with my wife. And if I wasn't married to her, I married her again. So I love her more today than the day I married her. So I don't know how people can not get along. I could be in the house locked up with my wife or at traffic school. I always joke, I could take traffic school with my wife and have a great time and make fun out of it. And just, I enjoy being around her. She's like my best friend. So she knows me inside out. We've been together for 20 years and I still feel like I'm chasing her. Sometimes I look at her and I still can't believe she's my wife. I am so fortunate. I would never screw that up. So he can't stand out where he drives a cool truck and loves it. That's cool. Truck drivers. Hey, listen, if you're a truck driver and you need to get through a drive-through because they're not open, talk to people. Tell them you can't get through. Don't wait for them, because some of us are just scatterbrained and not thinking. But if you see a truck driver, help them out in the drive-through. Maybe even if you can, treat for the truck driver. The truck drivers have been keeping us going. Thankfully, the stores get restocked and everything's. Oh, okay. How funny is it that you can only walk one way in Walmart? Is that just lame? They have arrows. You can only go one way. Nobody's going to follow that. You know why? Because some people are on walkers, some people are on canes. So if I want to get to the middle of that row, I got to go down this row and come all the way around. You're making it really hard for people. I have trouble still walking long distances. So there's a lot of people who, if I'm on a cart, that's fine. I'll drive all the way around the right way. But nobody's going to follow those arrows. It's just crazy. Why? What? Going one direction down an aisle. What? The other way you get the coronavirus? I don't get it. How is that helping? Let's see. Jack, I'm a huge fan. I live in Europe, and my mother was cooking all your food when I was young. That was best childhood. Oh, you're awesome. Thank you so much. Is it a top cake? Thank you so much. So there's been people that have been watching this show. I've been around for 12 years. There's people who went to culinary school while watching my show. Not that I'm like the worst cook I know. I've always said that. I'm not a chef. I don't claim to be a chef. It's very polite, kind of you to say, whether you call me chef or not, but I never claim to be a chef. I have no training, none whatsoever, as you can see on the show. I don't know what I'm doing. I never know if it's going to be horrible. All fast food here allows truckers to walk up to the window. That is so cool. That is so cool. Where is here, Cindy? I don't know if I'm sure where they're allowing them to walk up, because that's a no-no. You can't walk up to a drive-through window. Hold on, let me come over here and see how my Facebook family is doing. Can't wait to see it. Greetings from Pismo Beach. Wow, Pismo Beach. Wow, that's a nice place. So yeah, you guys watching over on Facebook, I love you guys. I'm going to go back and answer all your questions. If you have any questions that I missed, I'll read through everything before I cancel out comments on YouTube, and I'll answer everything on Facebook and just leave it. But I'll answer all your questions. If you need anything, let me know. So I think we're good to go. We did the coffee. I did my first live food review. I'm thinking I'm doing a live Jack on the Go. What do you think of that? Taking you guys with me while I'm filming Jack on the Go. I'll put the recording one up too, but you can see what goes on. Because what really goes on, like I went to the Hendersonville Hville Grill. That was a huge video. Hville Grill. And we got a ton of stuff. We got their chips and salsa and cheese. We got their hot chicken. We got a burger. We got like 4 or 5 dinners. But if you watch me live, you'll see me take a bite of the burger, 1 bite of the chicken, dip in the queso cheese, and that's it. Box it all up. See if Jack Jr. wants it when I get home. Some of the Tim Hortons, I would love to try Tim Hortons. Heard great things. Some of the Tim Horton restaurants have installed doors for truckers to walk up and order. That's cool. Hi, Jack. I've been a fan for a long time. What are your views on Trump? I gave my views a little while ago. Just watch this over again. I talked the first few minutes about everything regarding the president. Don't want to dwell on that because, I try to lean more towards food than politics, of course. Normally, we don't talk about politics, but it's hard not to talk about politics because people, I'm telling you, there are people out there who spin things so bad. They lie and then they post it and then everybody shares it. Don't share anything unless you have verification. Verify your sources, please. I get tons of stuff on Facebook Messenger, just on email, wherever, on social media that people have shared and they ain't got a clue. Like the patent number for Bill Gates' vaccine is probably not 060606. I tried looking it up. It was some long number, but it wasn't 666. So don't spread that, please. We really got to take back our news. We really got to. Oh, there's a channel I want to talk about. You know the guy from The Office, the dude who plays Jack Ryan? He has a YouTube channel I started watching. Yes, it's called Some Good News or something like that. All he does is talk about positive stuff. And if I don't know the guy's name, I forgot his name. Oh, sorry. No, I'm not going to look it up. That's a waste of time. The guy who plays Jack Ryan, and he was in The Office, okay, he has a YouTube show, and it's SG, Some Good News. I think that's the title. But that's all he does, and it does it from his house, and it's really cool. That's it. John Krasinski. That's it. Yeah, I love that dude. He's cool. So you need to subscribe to that channel. If you guys need to feed on something positive and some really enjoyable, like yesterday, I think he was interviewing somebody who came back from the hospital from cancer treatment. It's all done, all clean and everything. Anyway, so basically, I have gone over and I apologize. If you have any questions, write me. Facebook family and YouTube family, I'll be broadcasting from both. So wherever you're comfortable, there's some questions and polling I can do on Facebook on the page when I broadcast live. That was interesting. YouTube's a little constraining, just lets me broadcast live and we get to chat, and that's it. I hope YouTube expands on this. I hope we can, I don't know, how would I expand this? I'm not sure. Oh, I know. Let me share my desktop. Facebook lets me share my desktop. Be more like Zoom, I guess. Let me have guests so I can feed them in. That'd be great if anybody from YouTube's watching. Let me do share a desktop so I can show you guys pictures of whoever I'm talking about or whatever I'm talking about, so I don't have to hold up because the light is blinding you. So anyway, go to Sam's and get the sriracha almonds, all right? I love you guys. Be safe. I thank CJ and Laura, my mediators. I'm going to have to get some mediators on Facebook. I'm going over to Facebook right now to answer any questions you had. I'll be back here with YouTube in a minute. I'll answer any questions you have too. All right? A dear friend of mine is watching on YouTube. Anyway, I love you guys. Take care and enjoy your Saturday, all right? Let me end that stream.